Well, today we are going to have a beautiful topic. The topic is the modern art of living and old art of living of students. So the students are going to discuss about this topic. Let's see what they talk.
According to me, old art of living is good because as you can see in this era technology is there. Because of technology there are means cyber crime are happening, but in earlier time there were no any cyber crime of this.
And so I want to mention a point means you can compare the old friendship and the modern friendship. You know, means in the old friendship you see the means they die for each other, but in the modern friendship you see that means they die each means old friendship is they die for each other, but in modern friendship what is happening, they kill each other. They kill each other.
Earlier the education was very good, I want to speak about Vedic maths. That there was Vedic maths, there were so many tricks, and the students were able to solve any problem in a click of second. But today because of the education level there are no such things, and for a small question they are taking a long time and discussing a very long steps.
Exactly, but depth is not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? Rest of the people, anything?
Old art of living is much better than modern art of living. As you can see, the way of eating of their old time, the people used to be fit all the time, but in modern time people are lethargic and people get
They don't involve themselves physically.
yeah, they don't get involved themselves physically, and in old art of living they were respecting each others and they're respecting to their elders, and in modern art of living they are not respecting to elders as well as their partners.
Earlier time the people used to sit on the ground and eat the nails, but in today's era they are sitting on the dining tables and chair, and the scientists have proven that sitting on the ground is healthier for our health.
Very good. Next.
In old time they are celebrating all type of festival with their neighbors, and they invited to their relatives as to celebrate their festivals with happily. But in modern time they are all becomes in a room, and they are celebrating.
They isolate themselves.
From society.
Yes.
The point about the relationship as earlier time means the
people.
brothers used to die for each other, but in this era the brother are killing each other for
brothers
are killing each other for their means
property and all.
father's property and this all.
It means you're talking about the modern psyche, the modern art of living. Sure.
In my opinion, the traditional. So I have a point. In my opinion, the traditional mode of living is much better than modern way of living. Because
Slightly loudly.
yes, because in modern times, all these
Start, sir.
yes, sir, I have a point. Opinion, the traditional way of living is much better than the modern way of living, because in modern times all the working mechanism comes. In modern times, all the working mechanism or working system comes in a single room-like structure, and people are suffering in that room. Like the students, they are in 24/7 in their rooms. They are not going to play. And in the later part of life, the working system comes to a single room-like structure like office. People are going to offices with lot of stress and frustration, and they are not engaging or socializing in the public forum. They are just sitting idle or sitting with irritating minds in their office.
Good point. Asmit, what do you think?
As they are mentioning about the points about relationship and many more, as Sarad also mentioned that how the people are suffering from anxiety and depression. But
Hmm.
I want to put some lights on their health problem as well. As their modern art means, as their art of living changed from the earlier art of living, they are facing lots of diseases like now that as their BP are rapidly growing. Their
BP is
BP is rapidly growing. They are having diabetes and many more. And some means lots of
physical issues. They are having some physical issues.
lots of diseases came in the world which are not in earlier period. That is one.
Good point. Yeah, Kittu, what do you think about that?
Old era is better because no one is loving humanity there. Everyone is loving. Everyone is going behind the money. The money is the main motive of every person to earn or to live. The money is becoming the god for everyone.
Okay. You mean to say that people have become money minded.
Money-minded, yes.
Okay, they run after money.
About modern art of living, because I want to talk about modern art of living, because as we know that means in earlier time we don't have that much technology.
We didn't have.
We didn't have that much technology, so
That could.
that could help us. But now we are having a lot of we are having modern technology which is helping us.
Good.
Because of modern technology we are going ahead and we can see the future by sitting.
Okay.
So economically point, as he said that about modern technology, but earlier you might have seen that technologies are not there, but was not there, and on that time we can talk about the education system as well. Now the smart boards and smart classes are there, but earlier we might have seen all of these things are not there.
Were.
On that,
All of these-
all of things were not there, but on that time we have lots of intelligent scientists like Albert Einstein and all. But now because of the technologies, people are being lethargic. They don't want to do any type of work. They are totally dependent on mobile phones. Whatever they want to do, like they want to buy vegetables, they can order by mobile phone, and they get in home by sitting. So because of technology, people are being lethargic. They don't want to do any type of.
They are slack and they have slackery. Good.
I'm not like to know one
Huh.
thing, because they are saving their time. They don't want to spend their whole time while going here and there. So if they are getting the benefit of modern technology, so it is good for them. They are saving their time, and instead of wasting their time, means they are able to do many kind of that. They are able to do multiple works.
So you would say that they are not a jerk, they are smart. They are smart.
They are saving.
Okay, because smart time is there, so they are using their smartness.
So
Yes.
I want to cut her, but as it means that there is a demerit of technology. I want to make you know how we make the big missiles. You know why the India is a developing country because of their missiles. Means with the technology we can make many missiles and we develop our country more and more.
So earlier students were not that much advanced.
Yeah.
You mean to say that? Anybody wants to cross-examine him? Please.
I want to cross-examine you, as you said about the technology for the missiles and all. I am not talking that technology bad. There are some negative things and some positive things are also there. If we are talking about technologies, so technologies is good for defense type of things and whatever that useful for us. Whatever things are useful for us, but not for that things which are not useful for us.
You know in all time means that student who want to study more and more, so he have to go the foreign country.
He has to.
He has to go the foreign country to study, but with the technology we can study means in home. We can study from our home. The means in the
So that I'm not happy with the old era art of living. That because as we know that an application should be developed. So we like application we have to also develop
Update.
ourselves.
Update.
Means,
Means upgrade, we have to upgrade.
Yeah, it also help in working, study and etc. just like to build any buildings and to create any homes, we can get help by the technology of ours.
Okay. Anybody have to mention point? Anybody?
Sir,
Huh.
in earlier times, people used to suffer from polio, malnutrition, many the disease, but now means you can't, you won't listen that means nowadays people are suffering from polio, malnutrition because we are having lot of nutrition by the help of modern technology. And on that time means there was no any medicine of polio and malnutrition as well, and people were dying because of that.
Okay, as you mentioned about this disease problem or vaccine type of thing, I want to say something that earlier period there is no that type of diseases or that type of things. They are eating natural things, so that's why they are living. They were living up to 100 years and many more. Some survived to 150 as well. But nowadays their age limit are going
Death
decreasing.
toll has increased, decreased.
Death toll is going
Sorry, death toll has increased.
death toll has increased
Yes.
day by day as we see that now the death toll is 70 to 60. After some days we will find that it will be 40 to 50. So by this we get to know that yes, earlier period is good for us because there is natural air, natural everything there is natural. But nowadays there are lots of pollution, lots of everything, lots of infections and lots of viruses are roaming here and there. We are sitting in a place that place is fully surrounded by the virus. So that is, I think, earlier period is
Yes. Yes.
If we are having, sir, if we are having infection, virus, but we have cure to come out from the disease. But earlier time, if we get virus on that time, so on that time people were not that much
Capable of getting cured.
As I mentioned about that, earlier people didn't have that much of diseases because the thing is they are totally depending Ayurveda. Now what happened? Now the people are just making different types of medicines based on allopathy, which is not curing the disease properly. It is only suppressing the disease, which will be
For the time being, people get it for the time being.
which will be further become a great disease.
Good point.
Sir, in this era, as you can see, the government are so
Government is
the government is so supportive and they help normal people to open their business by giving loan and this type of things to grow them.
good point. Good.
To add a point that in this modern era, the way of eating, in earlier there were organic foods that were grown in their that were grown in their own farms. But today
Organic. The farming was organic.
But in today's era, there are lots of pesticides and insecticides that are being injected in them.
Sprinkled.
Sprinkled in them. That can cause many diseases. And one more thing is there that earlier people used to eat means good things, but today burgers are there, pizza.
Junk food. People prefer eating junk food.
Yeah, that can cause disease.
Okay, just conclude this topic. Conclusion. Sarad, what? Yes. So Sarad, what do you think? Just conclude this topic. Yes.
Marriage. So earlier marriage people used to carry on their marriage life very honestly, and now people don't has
People are not loyal.
about their partner, and the divorce sectors are also very
Remarriage and divorce cases have increased. You want to say same thing?
nowadays.
Okay.
And earlier this is not there.
So you also want to include this point in this because earlier the people had different mindset, but now people are having different mindset. Earlier people used to carry their marriage till death, but today people have made it joke.
Sir,
9 wonders.
Yes, very nice. Good point.
Earlier people were loyal towards their partner, but now you might have seen so many cases girls are betraying their partner. So that is
Not only girls, the boys are also betraying.
Yes, sir, but I am talking about maximum cases.
Yes.
So after listening everything,
Yes.
after listening everything, you might have
Okay.
seen that.
Yes, Ashmit, please.
As we are different types of social art of living in modern era, but I want to say the difference between these two types of art of living. Just earlier, what we have what we had earlier, we had lots of means natural air, natural atmosphere. Everything is natural, but there are lots of there are less opportunities, less skill development, less talent. But now, what happened in modern art of living? The people are growing day by day. They are creating lots of ideas. They are thinking about the different types of opportunity. If they are not getting jobs in anywhere, they are just thinking beyond the job. They are thinking about the human development. Earlier, people are only thinking about themselves. What they are doing, they are surpassing their skills. They are surpassing their skills generation to generation. But nowadays, what the people are surpassing the skills, this talent from person to person. They are not thinking about the generation, what they will do and what they are. They are only finding the good person who will take care of the this generation and this modern era. That is my point.
Good. As you might have heard students speaking, they have discussed a lot about a particular topic, and they have spent very less time over here, and they have started speaking this way, and they are making mistake. I know. So people learn from their mistakes. So guys, never be worried from your mistakes. I know that slightly mistakes you are having. So everyone makes mistakes. So mistakes can increase your experience, or tomorrow the experience will decrease your mistakes. So never afraid of making mistakes. So keep speaking, and I know that you guys are speaking very well. And I recorded your video because of showing those people who are taking so much of interest in speaking. So they will be inspired from this video. So now I would like to conclude my speaking. So we will meet you in the next video.